Our story begins at the Mugen train in the midst of the legendary battle between Akaza and Rengoku. Ubuyashiki would deploy Gyomei Himijima for assistance after receiving intel on the third upper moon's position. Stepping heavily throughout the dark forest, the rock Hashira wasted no time putting maximum power in every fiber of his limbs, blitzing towards his fellow comrades. No more losses would be tolerated, Himijima swore on his life. Arriving to the battlefield with time to spare, he'd feel the heat radiating off the katana of his companion and the tremendous force of the shockwaves produced by the demon before him. The swapping of hands and swords were masterful. However, the rock pillar could hear Rengoku's breath getting shorter. Jumping in the fray would throw everyone off at the scene, for they had not noticed he was there. "Don't worry, Kaijudo. Rest, my old friend. I will handle this," uttered the words of the most powerful demon slayer Akaza had ever stood before. Words could never explain the level of fear the demon felt as the man spun his flail. Swallowing his panic emitting from his stomach, Akaza swung with the goal of ending the man before he could engage. What he didn't know was that Gyomei is always engaged. The anger flowing through his heart never stops. The anger from that nightmarish evening when the children from his past were slaughtered. The anger from seeing countless young slayers losing their lives to heartless monsters. No more. Grabbing the hand of the disgusting fiend, he ripped it off with pure raw strength to Akaza's surprise. Both began to clash, destroying the surrounding terrains. Gripping his flail and axe, determination, the master of rock kept cutting the limbs off the creature, but he kept regenerating as fast. Akaza felt cornered like a wounded animal. The devil threw desperate punches and kicks, but it seemed like nothing he did had a result. Dropping his weapons, Himijima had enough as he began to pummel the man-eater with his bare fist. Each blow shook the ground they all stood on as Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Rengoku looked on in horror. Bones and ligaments cracked under his knuckles. The strongest slayer destroyed his remains over and over again until sunrise. It was terribly a gory scene, but finally, it was over. Sparing the life of Rengoku in this timeline would result in Tanjiro being more powerful from him being his master. It'd only be a matter of time before Muzan was wiped from the face of the earth by these young, determined warriors.